Macron promises new sanctions if Russia refuses to agree to ceasefire. War won't last 10 years. Ukraine won't withstand that. President Zelensky announces plans after Turkey visit. The latest news next. French President Emmanuel Macron has promised to impose sanctions against Russia if it refuses to agree to an unconditional ceasefire, reported by Macron on air during a broadcast on TF1, a French television network. Macron stated that the aim of France and European countries in general is a truce on land, in the air and at sea to discuss territorial issues and security guarantees. He added that our intention is to impose new sanctions against Russia in the coming days if it does not agree to a ceasefire. Macron also noted that European countries are coordinating their sanctions measures. President Volodymyr Zelensky stated in an interview with Western media that the war in Ukraine will not last another 10 years. He believes that a decade-long conflict would be costly for all sides. When asked about the duration of the war, the head of state replied that he did not know when it would end, but not in 10 years.
No one knows how long the war, air barrage, will last, but not 10 years. Ukraine will not withstand that. It costs everyone dearly, and not just friends, but also enemies.
According to the president, Ukraine is currently holding firmly. The supply of weapons and drones has improved, even if bureaucratic delays remain a problem. At the same time, Zelensky called on the US and the European Union for a new round of tough sanctions against Russia. He also declared unity between France, the United Kingdom and Germany, which according to him formed an active trio, a closely coordinated alliance that is in constant contact with Ukraine. Andriy Yermak, head of the office of the president, has stated that Ukraine is ready for any format of talks with Russia, but there is one condition: a complete ceasefire by Moscow. Reported by Yermak on Telegram, outlining the key messages of his interview with the French newspaper Le Monde.
We are ready for any format of dialogue, but there is one condition: full and unconditional ceasefire. We are not afraid of this because it is Ukraine that has demonstrated openness and honesty. Now, the ball is in Russia's court.
Yermak added that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will travel to Turkey even if Russian dictator Vladimir Putin refuses direct contact. This will be a clear signal to the entire world. Moscow does not want peace. It is not ready for meaningful talks, he believes. Yermak also expressed hope that the United States, a strategic partner of Ukraine, would maintain its role in the process.
We are grateful to Donald Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, for his constructive discussions and understanding that a ceasefire is a logical step. We are also grateful to President Trump for his clear message. If Putin does not want peace, Ukraine will get more than it can imagine.
Yermak believes that if Putin does not come to Turkey, this should serve as a catalyst for action, in particular for implementing the US sanctions package from Senator Lindsey Graham and new European sanctions that should target Russia's energy and financial sectors.
30 days of silence is not a military advantage, but an opportunity to start the process. Delegations, monitoring, transparency, and it is the US that has the potential to implement this.
He added that Ukraine is negotiating with Europe to purchase air defense systems and already has the first real results from the coalition of the willing. Yermak named Ukrainians' place in NATO as the key issue. He concluded, "There will be no real guarantees without these, and we will never allow Russia to have a veto over our future." President Volodymyr Zelensky is ready for direct negotiations with Russian dictator Vladimir Putin in Turkey. Ukraine needs a ceasefire to save human lives. RBC Ukraine reports, citing Yermak Budanov, chief of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine. In particular, Budanov believes that the position of the Ukrainian president, who declared his readiness to immediately meet with the Russian dictator to personally discuss a possible truce, is absolutely correct. In the opinion of the intelligence chief, Zelensky is thus demonstrating a sincere desire and readiness to end the war.
We need an immediate and comprehensive ceasefire. First and foremost, to save the lives of our people. I do not doubt that Volodymyr Zelensky is fully prepared for such a meeting. and in cooperation with our partners, we can achieve the desired result.
After visiting Turkey, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky plans to visit Albania. Then a visit to Rome is possible, according to The Guardian. The media outlet writes that during the visit to Albania, Zelensky will meet with European politicians. After that, he may head to Rome and attend the inaugural Mass of the new Pope Leo XIV.
I think it could happen on Sunday, if it works out. We don't know what this week will bring. We have come to the moment when we don't know what will happen tomorrow.
Ambassadors of the European Union member states have agreed on the 17th package of sanctions against Russia. European diplomats have also approved other sanctions against Moscow, Radio Liberty correspondent Ricard Josviak said. European ambassadors just gave green light to the 17th sanctions package on Russia, the journalist said. According to him, the ambassadors also approved additional sanctions against Russia for human rights violations, hybrid interventions around the world, and chemical weapons proliferation. According to Bloomberg, the new European sanctions package focuses on Russia's shadow fleet and on people and companies that help Moscow circumvent existing sanctions. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe.